All right, before we check in with Keith, let's check in with you like we always do. Today was a pretty solid spring day, warm sunshine, making it a great day to get outside. That's what Riley did in Buxton today, stopping to smell the flowers and taking the pup out. Thanks to Riley for sharing this with us. And remember, you can always send us your photos and videos using the Near Me section of our News Center Maine app. Tomorrow, Keith, looking like a much different story.
No one's really surprised, but yeah, I mean, it's going to be a harsh transition. The flowers and all that, the allergies over the last week or two really kicked up.
Yeah.
It's really kind of interesting. I thought before I left for a few days that I had a cold, but then I landed in the new destination and I was fine. Now I'm back and it's back again, so you know for sure that's what it is. So let's put some rain and snow on top of it. Maybe that'll help cover it up. That's one way to solve that issue. We're going to start with what Zach was talking about, which was it was a nice day today. We got to 51 in Portland, 54 in Wiscasset. About average, yeah, but a lot of sunshine. That made a huge difference. That was then. This is now. Big storm system that's moving through the mid-Atlantic. This storm actually will redevelop, or is starting to redevelop, into a secondary low down across the mid-Atlantic that will move out over Cape Cod into the Gulf of Maine. If this were winter, this would be a perfect storm. Very nice snowstorm for us. Even into March, we would probably get away with all snow on this one. But now being late April, you can see where that rain snow line is going to be setting up here, which is going to be basically Lewiston and Augusta, and then northwest of there we'll initially see snow. South of there and into the coastline we'll see rain. It's starting to work its way into Kittery. Our air mass is pretty dry on the front end, so a lot of these spots are going to take a while to start to moisten the air up enough to see rain hit the ground. But once it happens, it'll be raining pretty heavily overnight tonight and into tomorrow. You can see that rain snow line again. This model has it northwest of Lewiston, Augusta, but it wouldn't shock me if we saw some snowflakes there as well. But elsewhere, it's rain, it's heavy rain through tomorrow morning. There's wind involved in this, which we're going to talk about in a second. Eventually, that rain snow lines get pushed into the foothills here through late morning into the middle of the day, and then all the way into northern Aroostook County by the afternoon. And even the mountains will probably end as some snow, although the vast majority of it will be, some rain. Vast majority of it will be wet snow. Rain's still going on here through the afternoon over down East Maine. Then we get this thing out of here. We might actually see a little bit of late day sun over southern and western parts of the state. It will be windy though and probably not as pleasant as you would think, but there might be a little break of sun there before sunset. And then Wednesday is quiet but still breezy. Speaking of breezy, winds here east, southeast, 45, maybe 50 miles an hour, especially as you get, you see local enhancement here along the coast, but I think the mountains will also see a gust up to 50 miles an hour. I think we'll see some scattered power outages. I do not think they will be widespread. History tells us we need a little bit more than that. We need more leaves on the trees, and we need wetter ground typically to have a lot of problems. As far as snow goes, most of us, an inch or less. But as you get into the mountains, 1 to 3 inches and then 3+, perhaps stretching into Rangeley. I could see the peaks getting 4 or 5, maybe 6 inches of wet snow at the high terrain, which is just for fun at this point. They're just riding the season out. Some of them are already closed for the year as well. So that's that day. Wednesday looks fine. Thursday's okay with an isolated shower late in the afternoon into the evening. I like Friday, sun and clouds, upper 50s to around 60. First half of the weekend at least looks good, 55 or so and partly sunny. The second half of the weekend, I'm not sure. If we get back to a cold front, then we're going to be in the 40s. If we don't get the back to a cold front, we'll stay in the mid-50s, which will, I think, drastically improve the overall feel of the weekend. Either way, I think it's better than last weekend. So we'll keep an eye on it as we get closer. But tomorrow is just, it's just a Tuesday that feels like a Monday, basically, and then we'll move back onto spring after that.
All right, we'll get through it.
Yeah.
Thanks, Keith.